Drivers and guides, this video clip is about what you do if you've got a flat battery. The first thing, if you find the vehicle with a flat battery, you will need to get into the vehicle. And of course, the remote key doesn't work because it's battery operated. You've got a little helper here. You zoom into that key here, have a look. There's a little slider that you pull, and then you pull out the magic key. That magic key will get you into the driver's door. Works like a normal key. Put it in, turn it 90 degrees, no matter which direction, and the driver's door will open. Next thing is, well, go back, put the key in, and switch on the headlight switch. We've got two vehicles here. That one has got a flat battery and this one is running. We've already connected the cables on this one. And the next question, if you've got the jump start cables, where do you connect them? Now, start with the positive cable, and there's a little terminal here. It looks like a plastic mushroom. You can push it back and turn it and push it back further, and the blank part will be visible, and that metal part connects to the jump start cable. This is connected to the positive terminal on the battery. In most cases it works, and that's the default option of the manufacturer. However, it does have a slightly higher resistance than going directly to the battery terminal, and if you find out that it doesn't really work, you might want to connect directly to the battery terminal. However, that's connected here now, and then you take the other end and connect it to the same terminal on the other vehicle. Push it back, connect it, and there you go. Next one, earth cable. The default position to connect the earth cable is the little brass pin just on top of the battery here. So you've got the air intake for the fresh air for the driver, and the battery here on the passenger side, and there's a little brass pin that is connected to the body of the vehicle and takes the clamp of the earth cable. Now, again, this can have a high resistance, so you can have other options. You can try out other locations. If that doesn't work, another option is to try and get through to the negative terminal on the battery, which is very awkward, and that's the reason why we try to connect it somewhere else. So let me show you a few other locations where you can actually connect it. What has worked is the nut on the hinge for the bonnet. That kind of works either here directly to the nut. It doesn't really sit well there, or over here. Another option is to go down deeper into the engine. I'm not sure if Victor can show that. Well, you have a little bracket here which holds the turbocharger. You can actually connect it to there, but maybe the other way around. I'll just go from here. That is a strong piece of metal, and you can connect it here. A third location that I would not really recommend is here, the holder of the wiper motor. But there's a lot of paint over it, and the wiper motor itself might get damaged here. Now let's try the default location that the manufacturer is suggesting here. It goes here, and the other end of the cable goes to the same pin on the other vehicle. We've previously switched on the headlights on the receiving vehicle, and we will also want to switch on the headlights on the vehicle that is giving the power. The reason for that is that you may have seen, if you connect the cables, there are sparks, and sparks always mean there could be a power surge in the system, and the power surge can fry the ECU. So if you don't want to break the ECU, which is basically a little computer, and computers are sensitive to power surges, then switch on the headlights first. There's a consumer, and that sort of buffers the power surge a bit. So I'll just go around and switch on the headlights. Sorry, it's locked. and then connect the cable. As it is all connected now, we can now go to the receiving vehicle and try and start it. I should mention that while you're starting it, you can of course switch off the consumer, so switch off the headlight on at least one vehicle. Okay, you may have heard it, the vehicle would not start. I would now connect it directly to the battery terminals, but the video might get a bit long. You'll find out yourself how you do it. Make sure that the red and the black cable and or any blank pieces of these cables do not meet each other, otherwise marks and sparks is no good, and otherwise it will be all safe. So we'll not include this in the video now because you've seen the battery and you know where to connect it.